MLB experts. I truly cannot believe that those trades occurred between that one guy going to that other team and then that other guy going to that team. Ooh,
move.
It's crazy.
The Devers trade or the Bane trade?
Exactly. Well, the Batman one. Yeah, Bane. So
thank you for trading me, Batman.
That's your Bane? Come on, you could do better than that.
Where's Poison Ivy?
That's actually close to the Harley Quinn animated series voice for Bane.
I want to hang out with the Penguin. Danny DeVito. Not Colin Farrell.
Not Colin Farrell.
He's too scary.
That's fair. Before we begin, I received a text message this morning from your wife, and I was told to ask about your new bicycle shorts.
We're going to get to the bottom of this.
Oh, sorry, I like to just jam to the music sometimes. Oh, baby! We here? And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. You in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna, and this is GPS. Thank you, Kel. And the S stands for shorts. So what's going on with these bicycle shorts? She also sent me the is a gigantic poop show.
Gigantic poop show.
Yeah.
It's much better. More accurate name for what Tom and I do here.
It's so funny because this morning, like, there's obviously like some big MLB stuff going on, some big NBA stuff. It's very quiet in the NFL world. Like, there's a couple things going on, but obviously we got some finals. But I felt like we were on the same page of there's not really anything to talk about, but let's just do a show. Let's do a show.
People want to hear us talk about nothing.
Yeah.
If we were an actual sports show, today would be great because these trades are huge. They're massive trades in NBA and MLB. But we're a football show. We're a football show. We sometimes we'll dabble around.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, my shorts.
So there was additional context because I know nothing. The only thing I know was make sure to ask Brandon about his new bicycle shorts.
Okay.
And she sent me the scene from The Office where Michael wears the woman's suit and it's from Mysterious. So the only thing that I have pieced together that maybe these bicycle shorts, you weren't the intended audience, but I think you'll be able to pull them off if that's the case.
Yeah.
Hey, week off.
Yesterday was Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to me, the greatest dad on earth. Earned that title yesterday.
I texted you happy Father's Day.
You did. And for Father's Day, we did a bike ride with my dad. My sister and I, we did a ride. Now, where we met was far away, and I decided I was going to ride my bike to the meetup spot. Like, I was like, okay, I'm going to take advantage of this morning. I'm going to get a long bike ride in. We're going to go 35 to 40 miles.
Ooh.
And I was like, you know what? I need some bike shorts. I never really ride long enough to necessitate bike shorts. Well, I'm going to get some bike shorts.
You're usually not on your bike for a long amount of time.
Like I usually do like 6 to 12 mile rides before I work out.
Yeah.
And I go hard. So those rides go quickly, if you know what I'm saying. These thighs push thunder out on my bike. So I went and got some bike shorts.
Where'd you get them from?
Dick's Sporting Goods.
Okay.
Yeah. Met a young man there right when I came into the store, was a fan of the show. It was his first day working at Dick's. Very cool. He's on a full ride scholarship to CU Med.
Hell yeah.
Very impressive young man. I was like, This kid's like 19 and he's already going to do way more with his life than I ever will.
Wait a minute.
And then I proceed to buy women's biking shorts accidentally. Motherfucker's getting a medical degree and I can't decipher between men's biking shorts and women's biking shorts.
Wait, did you? Okay, there's so many follow-ups. One, did you check out with that person? Like, were they a cashier?
No.
Oh, okay.
Thank God.
Because if they
Maybe
just
he
let
would have
you,
been like, are these for you?
Yep.
Because they're
Yep.
women's.
Yep.
I don't know much about
Already
biking shorts. I just know there's padding in them, right? There's padding, so you feel, and they're tight.
You have them on right now?
No, I wish.
Do you have them so we can see them?
Well, they were all sweaty, so they're in the dirty laundry. $10,000 in super chats. I'll show you my women's biking shorts.
Okay, so all right, so continue. You didn't know that they were women's biking.
No, I didn't know. All right, I bought them.
Yep.
They're like the selection was slim, and then they're off. They're just actually by the bike, so it took a while to find it, and then they had all these there's all these like extra larges, and then I finally found like, mediums, and I'm looking through, and I just want the one with the butt padding. I'm like, okay, this looks good.
Yeah, the seat gets like so uncomfortable. You sit on there for a long time.
I'm like, all right, yeah. So I bought them. I come home. I put them on. I'm like, ooh, these do feel different. I was like, they're kind of tight, but they're supposed to be. They're biking shorts. And then I took them off, and I'm like, oh, they're really pink inside. Like the padding's like pink. I'm like, are purpley pink. I'm like, they're very pink. And then I'm like, let me just look at the size again. I was like, because they are a little tight. And it's like women's medium. I'm like, oh, fuck. These are women's shorts. Now, did that deter me from wearing them?
No, you still wear those sons of guns. Yeah,
I rode with women's shorts, my longest ride ever. And honestly, while I was riding my bike, I did not think about them once. So I'm going to say they passed. They passed the test.
Hey, were they comfortable during the ride?
I am sterile now, but they worked.
Happy Father's Day. Hey, I mean, as long as they were comfy,
They were on it. Like, biking shorts are nice. I'm like,
yeah, I've never gotten specific biking shorts.
Yeah, neither have I.
Shorts,
for a long ride, they felt good. So yes, I felt like Michael Scott in that women's suit. It was like bursting out the seams.
I bet you looked great.
Yep. Now I put like regular shorts over them, so even if they were just straight men's biking shorts, I'm not going to be going out there with those things hugging my thighs. I'm going to have proper shorts over them because let's be honest, biking shorts look ridiculous. They look ridiculous, even when you're using them for the appropriate thing they're intended for.
I gotcha. You see everything very outlined.
No, it's not even that. I don't know.
No.
But I felt very powerful when I was passing. Like I just ride a mountain bike too. Like I'm not on like a road bike.
Yeah.
And I went on a trail that like there's a lot of guys out there riding, right? They've got the gear, they've got the shirts, they've got the pack of water on their back, plus there's dudes.
Yeah, the Camelback. Yeah.
And I took a little pride in just blowing past them as fast as I could. And then turning a corner, sucking a little air, and then get back out there.
I mean,
look at me on my mountain bike, motherfuckers.
I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Voss Dobbs to the Steelers. Yeah, so that came out like about a month or so ago. And again, it was all just like rumors, but I think that came about because the Packers drafted 2 wide receivers on the first 2 days of the draft. And so because of that, there's just a lot of competition, within the wide receiver room. And Dobbs is one of those guys that who knows if they're going to bring back. I mean, just because of medical stuff, he's a great receiver. But yeah, I don't know if they'll actually do it, but it does seem like the Pittsburgh Steelers do need another guy who can catch the ball. So who knows if they make that deal? Tom Brady went on a science YouTube channel, but hasn't been on GPS. I'm shocked. I mean, Brandon loves Tom Brady. He constantly sings his praises and talks about how much he loves him.
I'd talk to him here.
Yeah.
I'd love to talk to old Tom.
Yeah.
Tom Squared. We'd call the episode Tom Squared.
Yeah. Fun. I think it's good. What science channel do you go on? Do you go on like Rober or something?
Yeah. Hold on, I do have some beef with Tom Brady,
Oh
actually.
yes, there's a lot of MLB
'Cause-
fans, NBA fans that are like, what the actual F is going on?
Because we
Socks
got
are red.
Tom Brady. He's got a YouTube channel now, right? Right. He's got his dumb little stupid YouTube channel.
Veritasium. Okay.
He's got 358,000 subscribers already.
Look at that.
Didn't even have to work for it like us real YouTubers.
Works hard for his money. Do you have any wagers with the clickbait crew? I don't think so, but we could. Oh my God, he's even doing YouTuber thumbnails with the
this was my beef. This was my beef.
Shocked face YouTuber.
Oh, I went to the thing.
You know what?
How sad? How sad is that shit? You kidding me? You kidding me, Tom? Anyway, I saw
that profile picture. Can you scroll up for a second?
Last week with Tom. Great. Go. I like how I took Gronk to the Indy 500 and no Gronk in the thumbnail. Gronk's not even thumbnail worth.
No, he's not even in there. Do you think that is also his dating profile pic?
Ooh.
I think it might be. I think there's a decent chance. He's like, yeah, Tom Brady, 47.
They're like, Tom, can you hold still for a photo real quick for the thumb? He's like, just pull this face off my dating profile where I'm getting filleted.
Hey, you know what? I'd actually be interested in that how to throw a football one. He could show that to a few starting quarterbacks.
Watch. There you go. In the video.
That was great.
Easiest thing to do.
Hey, Elliot, let's go. First GPS is a married man. Let's go. A huge congratulations. Let's go. And a jacuzzi?
No success on YouTube.
Life is good. Watching Tom Brady highlights. Okay. All
anyway.
Right. He's on the grind. YouTube.
Married man? Welcome to GPS.
Welcome to
now that you've got the shackles on, my friend.
I want to see the bike shorts. I really want to see
your wife.
You got a fitty.
Tom about your lady shorts.
You got a fitty. Where are the bike shorts?
Oh, you want me to go get them?
Go get the bike shorts.
I'll get them.
Yes. You got the 50, Elliot. Your 50 did it.
I will send them unwashed to $100,000 donor.
All right. Well, there you go. Elliot, I got you. Let's do for all you dads out there.
When I say natural family planning, many people probably wonder what in the world is that, and it was a fancy word for no contraception. You do it all off your wife's cycle and what days she's most fertile, what days she's not fertile, so therefore you can together either really try to have a child or really not.
Or really not. Or really. I also love that every time that messes up, like the glitch, it looks like the football has Phillip Rivers' mouth, and it's also terrifying. But congratulations, Elliot. Enjoy the jacuzzi. Life is always better when you're in a jacuzzi. That's just... Ryu, that's... Yeah. Well, listen, Brady's what, 47-ish, right? Okay, hold on. All right, let's see these. Let's see the outsides first.
All right, first, here's some men's shorts, just so.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I was like, damn. Okay, so those are
some men's shorts. They arrived pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeff Bezos, for changing the world.
It's a great question.
Okay. But lady shorts. Can't really tell the difference, can you?
Okay, so the outside, no. I could have made that mistake and bought those.
Yeah. Okay, so yes, they are pink inside. And they do say women, femme, mujer, made in China. Made in China.
There you go. Yep. PowerPoint party. Oh, dirt. That would have been perfect. Okay, I mean, like their one look a little bit shorter than the others, but
these are longer. They actually have a pocket like for your phone. So
the men's one,
yeah,
that's sexism at work. Do the women's bike shorts have pockets?
No.
See, That's it. That's it. That's how you know society's going downhill.
Sorry, women, you can't carry anything in your pants.
Congratulations. Don't feel too old. I
really don't know if there is actually much of a difference between them.
Yeah.
I think maybe they fan out a little more in the padding wise, but I don't know.
Which ones were more comfortable? Have you worn the other ones yet?
I haven't even tried on the men's one.
Okay.
I'm gonna use them like twice a year.
Yeah.
But now I got a men's one and a women's one. I will compare them. And if I like the women's one better,
you just wear it.
I'm going to wear them.
There's no shame. Wear whatever you want, buddy. Yeah, I know. You don't get pockets in anything. That's what I'm saying. It's an unfair society. So the no pockets thing is ridiculous. You need that utility. You know?
You do.
I don't know. You need the pockets for something.
Let's see here.
Kevin wants you to put on the shorts. You don't have to put on the shorts. I appreciate you taking the time and going and get them. Thank you, Jess, also for telling me about this saga, because 10 out of 10.
I ain't putting them on, Kevin.
Oh my God, dude, the fake pockets. It's just like, oh, you're just like, you like look at them in the store, like, oh, this had pockets. And then you go put your hand. Can't put them in there. Can't do it. Oh yeah, dude, that was crazy. She got 3 threes in under 40 seconds.
Dude, she's so good.
Caitlin Clark is just insane, man. Just like, it's so impressive, like just to watch. Okay. All right, since we're off the rails already, you're talking about women's bike shorts. Okay.
Yeah.
So I went to a wedding yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Like 30 minutes away from the house. So one of Maya's friends, it was one of Maya's friends who got married, and then in the bride's friend group, her friend is dating a mentalist, like a magician. And
like Oz the mentalist, who's on every sports program there has ever been.
Yeah, so he Oz apparently, but yes, he knows him. So we found this out before going to the wedding. And so I was like, oh man, like I hope I want to see magic. Like that's what I want to see if I'm going to, it's not the sparks flying or like, happy marriage. That's fine too. But I'm talking about, I want to see actual magic. So apparently, one of the guys at the table, he went out and saw that he had a deck of cards that he brought with him. And I was like, oh man, we're going to see some magic. I went out to go for a walk real quick. Guess who's doing magic? This man did things. It was awesome.
Was it mind blowing?
It was mind blowing. He stole a buddy's phone, which was great. I think he gave it back. But dude, just the card tricks were awesome. And I'm just like, magic. It's so, and he does it professionally. So I was like, hell yeah. That was pretty dope. He had a link between like our friends where like she closed her eyes and was like, all right, where did I just tap you? And he would tap like her husband and she'd be like, oh, like on the hand or like on the foot or like back of the knee. It was pretty nuts. So I got to see magic yesterday. I was happy.
Do you think the Bengals hire a mentalist to trick Trey Hendrickson into signing his contract?
They should. Yeah, they probably
What
should.
a segue.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I did want to preface the show with the question, and we can get to it. What do you think happens first? Because the Bengals are back in talks with Trey Hendrickson. The door's been open. The conversations about the contract are happening again. Do you think that deal gets done, or do you think Antonio Brown is actually arrested first?
Let's go, Alex.
Because last Thursday night, the news dropped that Antonio Brown had a warrant out for his arrest for attempted murder.
Yes.
Based on the fight that occurred back in May in Miami, outside of a Aiden Ross event.
Which is always a sentence that is already it's not, there's nothing good that's gonna.
I had a whole bit in my video that I put Friday about like me not knowing who Aiden Ross was, and that like I'm in a point in my life where I don't have to know and I don't care.
It's true. It's fair.
But to me, it's an interesting thing because you hear somebody has an arrest warrant out for attempted murder, you would assume that would be kind of at the top of the to-do list for, I don't know, law enforcement, especially when it's a notable figure like Antonio Brown. But since then, it's just been Antonio Brown like posting videos of himself doing whatever shit. And now he's trying to essentially blame the media for this perception of what happened, even though this warrant has been issued because of the literal video footage from the fight. And if you don't know what happened, like,
here, give the rundown just for
got
people.
In a fight with AB, a little mini brawl or something.
Fisticuffs.
The fight was broken up by 2 security guards. The fight was done, and then Antonio Brown took a gun from one of the security guards. He took their gun, and then he ran and pursued the person who had assaulted him, or been in the dust up with him, and shot at him twice. Luckily, did not hit the man. So like initially he was not arrested because he claimed self-defense, and
which always works when you're chasing
like if somebody
after
jumps you. Yeah, sure, but the situation was over.
Yeah,
and then he took it to another level. So that's why that's why this is out there. So I'm curious at this point, because we've been ripping on the Bengals. Antonio Brown's been ripping on himself for the last couple of years. What actually happens first? Trey Hendrickson gets his contract signed, or Antonio Brown is apprehended and actually arrested? Because he doesn't seem to be too worried about it. And in the video, I said every single time one of these Antonio Brown things happens, there's a little voice in the back of my head, Tom, saying, how is he going to weasel his way out of this one?
Yeah.
And I thought, this is the one he doesn't weasel his way out of. And now I'm not so sure.
3 hours ago, he apparently was blaming the media.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. All right.
Yes. The media, Antonio Brown, that has been reporting on your actual arrest warrant is fabricating this all. But anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you know if he's abroad? I have no idea. I don't know where in the world Antonio Brown is. I'm not my Antonio Brown's keeper.
I'd say he's a bro, not abroad.
Yeah.
I'm 2 for 2 today, guys.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, but no, I would think it's AB. I mean, if there's a warrant out for his arrest, it's not. Do you think like even the cops are like, I just don't even want to deal with this?
Like, no, anywhere but AB's house.
Yeah, because didn't he throw like sex toys at the cops last time? Was that the cops? Right? Like you got to respond to that again.
I can't remember. No, he had a maybe, but at one point he had, I think it was a gummy dicks. It was
that's what
dick.
It was. Yeah.
He threw a literal bag of dicks at him, I believe.
I thought it was sex. Okay, so it was gummy dick. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. It was. There's been so many ABs.
That was years ago. That was like so many ABs ago. I mean, like we're way past that. Yeah. Trey Hendrickson, though, that is a good sign, right? That they're talking. I mean, obviously, like OTAs are done. And so now it's going to be like the real off season in which there is going to be very little NFL news, because they're off doing their own thing. Shamar Stewart, that hasn't been worked out yet, but at least the fact that they're talking to Trey Hendrickson opening the door a little bit.
Yeah. I had one question to pose to you, because I heard that was Shamar Stewart's contract, like, because we've been very hard on the Bengals, that the language in it is in other first-round players' contracts. He's not like the first guy in the NFL. This is just the first one where the Bengals are trying to implement it, right?
Yeah.
So when I heard that, I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting, because initially I assumed like the Bengals were the only team doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Were we a little unfair to the Bengals? Like, if other players already kind of have that in their contracts, is it as big of a deal as maybe we made it out to be? Or is it because the Bengals' history has just been so shitty, we're like, you guys are the idiots?
Yeah.
Even if this isn't the biggest thing in the world,
sure,
maybe we're a little hard on them. But
I think it's a couple things. I think one, there is going to be some bias towards the Bengals because of their previous contract issues, right? So that's going to be more of just a media story because that's a narrative that it can fit. But at the same time, like the issues that we've gone on with just this year, in which they had to give out major contracts to T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, and that was a little bit of a saga. The ongoing Trey Hendrickson, I think this was just like throw another log on top of the fire here, just because this is already ridiculous. But at the same time, like I don't blame Shamar Stewart, because if the Bengals while they're like, hey, there's other teams that have done this, so we have precedent for it. Like, the Bengals still have never done it. And I'm sure Shamar Stewart, as he has said, doesn't want to be the first person to have this done to, because he's just like, no, I don't want this.
Maybe it's like, it depends on how you use them, Max. I think it depends on like, the idea that the Bengals feel like a team that would misuse this language. I think that's what it comes down to. Like, if it's kind of like this boilerplate language that's only going to be used in like a worst case scenario, the Bengals are going to use it on an any case scenario they can.
Because again, and again, if you just don't know, like, so the issue is, and what the language is in the contract is basically due to injury, or if Shamar Stewart does something, it could void out the rest of his contract and wouldn't be just for that year. So if he got like hurt like year 2 and be like, okay, I've avoided some things in year 2, that's how it would usually go. But now it could void out the rest of the contract. And that's where he has a problem with it. And it makes sense for your first, like, also, he might be on the Bengals for 5 years, right? Because they could do a 5th-year option. Is kind of like, I get it from a player perspective if you don't want this. And I think it's just the way that it's been handled and the way that the media has not only covered it, but also the information that's coming out from the media is also very one-sided. And like, because it's Shamar Stewart, right? Like, we're like, Shamar Stewart's talking to the media.
Yeah,
like,
that's
hey,
a big part of it.
The Bengals are not going out there and being like, oh, well, here's our side of the story. So you're only getting from one. So people are obviously going to sympathize more with Shamar Stewart just because that's the only narrative that they're hearing and all the stuff that's going on with the Bengals. So yeah, I think it's just a number of things that are against Cincinnati right now.
Yeah. And like, because I think there are 2 other first-round picks still not signed. And Broncos corner Jahdae Barron's one of the other players who has not signed his rookie contract yet. And nobody's talking about that because everybody assumes like that deal is going to get done. I want to know, who's the third guy? Tom.
What's up?
What about your cursed Broncos hat?
Oh, yes. Larry. So, Kyle. Yes. Thank you very much, Nick. Thank you. So, hold on. I was sent this on Friday night Q&A.
You sent it to the wrong guy, everybody.
So this is the cursed Broncos hat.
Okay.
Which brings you QB, a lack of stability at the QB position, right? So John Elway had this. This is how the lore goes. John Elway had this, and then they were able, they made the trade for Russell Wilson, the whole 9 yards. So now this was sent to me. So in order to not get cursed, I need to have this in the background until after the Packers and Broncos play, and then I can send this to someone else. So basically it's like the ring, but for football teams. So this is Larry the Cursed Hat. And I'm just holding on to this because just in case it's real, and then I will be sending it to you. So
good.
Yeah.
Send it to me.
I like it. It's a retro hat. It's a nice hat.
That hat is
Do you have a hat like this?
No, I don't think I have that exact one.
Oh, well, don't worry. You will be the proud owner of it. Don't you worry.
Don't put any anthrax in that when you send it now, Tom.
No, I won't. Just ricin.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's a nice one. It's good.
A lot more digestible, that ricin.
Yeah, no, it is. It has rice in it. How could it be bad? Also, I know that you wanted to talk about this a ton. So in baseball news, obviously the Red Sox having a massive trade, and I know you've been staying on top of this. So what are your thoughts?
I actually don't know anything about that trade other than...
No, I know.
It was a big one. Devers going from Boston to... Where's he going? Where did he get traded? The Giants?
It's the Giants, right?
Is it the Giants?
I think it's the Giants, yeah. San Francisco Giants.
Rafael Devers, a San Francisco. Is it Devers or Devers? I only know about the Rockies and losing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So
now, what did they give up?
I know he was a So Giants will cover the remainder of his contract through 2023. Will pay him more than $250 million. That's a lot. Yeah, but like the way I've heard this dude's name before. Obviously, we don't cover baseball a ton. But this was like a major piece of the Red Sox, and I know a lot of Red Sox fans are not happy about this whatsoever. There's no news on Trey Hendrickson.
They got Jordan Hicks, Kyle Harrison, James Tibbs, and Jose Bello in return.
So
yeah, I don't know about this one.
I don't know. But listen, all I'm saying, David, is I was sent a cursed object. I am going to listen to the laws of the curse, and then I will pass the curse on. So, and I think Brandon would just like the hat. So I think it works out. I think it
won't curse me. It won't curse me.
Also, in other news, a massive NBA trade, right? It was at 4. I think that one I was like, oh, because that's like 4. He went to the Magic, right? So
yeah,
Scooter's got to be happy. But it was like for 4 first rounders, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I can bring that up. That one.
That seemed pretty nuts.
That seems like a
for the kids.
Beneficial trade for Memphis.
I feel like this movie was good. I had to watch it again. I only saw it once, and I was like, okay, it was solid. There was a couple creepy scenes, like when the tall guy in the hallway, but I wanted to like it more than I did.
There's the
Scooter found out in church, right? That was, yeah. So Scooter found out about this. I think he put out a video with him in church, or he had a green screen background of him in church putting out a video. So that's the Bane guy, Perna.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, it's decent, right? It's pretty solid. It was, at least it was original, so I appreciate that.
I am Bane. I'm Tom Hardy's Bane.
What do you mean waste, Coach? I feel like that's just as long as it was dirty blood.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah, that's on there.
Present. Share screen.
Hey. Fire Nico Harrison. Fair. Yeah, that seemed a lot.
So there's a lot of draft comp. They get the 16th pick, 2026 first rounder, 2028 first rounder, 2030, and then the pick swap.
Okay.
They also get Kentavious Caldwell Pope, KCP.
It's a great name.
Key member to the Nuggets roster when they won the championship. He's a good player. He's a player we'd love to have back here in Denver, KCP. So that's a lot.
So can I ask a question? I don't know if you're going to know the answer, but I'm going to ask just the chat because I truly don't know. So like been involved NBA, definitely more of a casual fan, right?
Sure.
Bucks and 6. I honestly do not know, what does unprotected and lightly protected mean?
No condom.
No, I know you're gonna say condoms. It's not condoms, Brandon. It's not. I know you're. That's why I wasn't asking you, because I know that was gonna be that. You know, you mean
spermicide.
Sober. You were sober.
Just a light use of spermicide. I'll put it on there. I'll put the curse wheel on the curse hat.
Yeah, you should. I just don't know what that means. So I could also just look that up, because I would imagine here would be my complete guess that it's definitely gonna. Is it that they, regardless of their record, it's still gonna be like a first? I don't know how that works. So I just want to know. Hey, you were in
Arvada?
Yeah.
Good news. Arvada is good. I don't go into Arvada ever, though. I have no idea where you should go, what you should look at. People ask me that a lot. I'm like, I don't know. Like restaurant recommendations, I eat 5 minutes within my house. What is the most convenient? Go see Red Rocks. Go to Lookout Mountain. Go down into Golden. Go to the Coors Brewery.
I did not. I missed
Here's the question I have. How good is Desmond Bane? Because I think he's a good basketball player. But is he worth that much? Or is it just he's a good basketball player that fits a need for Orlando, so they were willing to, take that risk?
Unprotected means they get the pick no matter what. Lightly protected is probably they get the pick unless it's top 5. Hold on, we're gonna piece this together. All right, so say the pick becomes a top 3 pick, but it's protected top 5. That means the original team keeps it and gives the pick away next year. Okay. Yeah. So, wait a minute. So the original team keeps it if it becomes a top 3 pick. So that's beneficial for the team that's traded. Okay. I think I'm understanding. I think. Okay.
Yeah. This is the only meme I never really get tired of seeing.
It's always great. Moneyball's is great.
But it's usually the punchline about the player is the only problem is he sucks.
Yeah, he's terrible. He cannot do anything. Wow. Okay, so wait, hold on. So that means that if it becomes a top 3 pick, they still get to keep it and they just trade away a crappier pick next year. That seems wow. Okay. If I'm understanding that correctly. That's all right. DC Defenders. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So this seems like a lot. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Well,
the
then
Defenders did win. They did win.
See, this got more than Luka. Right? That's what the comment was?
I forget the trade parameters of Luka, but
okay. That seems a lot. That seems a lot. Okay.
We should add Scooter on to tell us whether he liked it or not.
I mean, I would imagine he's happy. I would imagine.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Excellent. Thank you very much, chat, for explaining that. I just did not know that. So, yeah, exactly. Listen. We learned it from 2K. What have you? I just do the one-on-one matches, the best of 3 series. That's all. Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you for the education.
Thank you for letting Tom read that while I wasn't listening.
Yeah, that's fine. Anyway, speaking of NBA, but also NHL, Florida Kitty Cat Ice Kitties Panthers, 1 game away from repeating Stanley Cup Finals. It was not a close game, the last one. Also tonight, NBA Finals Game 5, tied series right now, getting good. Getting spicy. You still feeling good about your Knicks pick? Remember when you said the Knicks were going to win? Remember? I thought the Bucks were going to win. So.
I said that pretty casually.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, you know what? I have watched this Knicks team inside and out.
Yeah.
I know everything about them. I guarantee they're going to win.
Yeah, I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong here, I feel like even just the publicity of the UFL went down significantly this year.
Yeah.
Like I found out that the championship was going on like from a random post that I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know that this was happening now. Granted, and this is not a good way to judge it, but like I just haven't seen a ton about it. So
yeah, I think like the UFL, they do have a advertising, marketing, publicity problem. That's one of the issues. And I think you have to have more crossover between that and the NFL to get people like intrigued. I think like if there were NFL backup QBs who played, at least a handful of them every year in the UFL, it would make it a little more interesting. But like, I don't know, a guy like Tanner McKee, for example.
Sure.
Looked pretty good in Philly. Send him over there. Let us watch like a couple of those guys. They'll get meaningful reps, meaningful playing time. Yes, you have injury problems, but I think like the NFL and the UFL have to integrate in a way where you have that crossover to really get people going. It's a hard sell every year to get people interested. But it's also it's been a problem of so much change every year But this was the year that it was actually consistent back-to-back seasons, and it feels like less people are interested now. So I don't know.
Well, it's funny too because I feel like who's your audience, right? Like, are you going for diehard like football fans? Are you going for casual football fans? And I feel like for the casual fan, there's just not enough pull, right? It's, I think that where there's not professional like NFL teams, like you're gonna have obviously a little bit more success, because that's just like locally you'll have that pull, but
it's like teams got to be connected to NFL teams, But
that's true, actually.
I don't know.
God delivered. Speaking of ESPN, so this was, and I got tagged in this. This is why I knew. So SportsCenter/ESPN is doing 50 and 50. Ooh. So they're doing 50 states in 50 days. Ryan Trahan is currently doing 50 and 50 for good old St. Jude. Shout out.
Nice.
But yeah, they're going to be going to a whole bunch of different sport events.
I'm going to wear 50 different pairs of women's biking shorts in 50 different states. Tom?
I think you just do that just because, though.
And I'm going to cycle to all of them.
Yeah?
Yep.
What's
my reward?
You get to keep the shorts.
Ooh. Do you think they'll hold up? Well, I'm going to do 50 different pairs, so they'll hold up.
50 different. Okay.
50 different pairs of women's biking shorts.
Like that. So they're basically going to be starting at the end of June here, right? Oh, I got you. It's
happy birthday, Helmet.
Hey, Helmet, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
There you are.
There you go.
John Elway.
Anyway, there it is.
Sent to me by a Buffalo Bills fan.
Hey, Hotel California. Such a lovely place. Appreciate you.
You can check out anytime you like.
Yeah, anytime. So
Vegas needs to use that for their new slogan. It used to be what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah.
Now that the whole city's tanking, you can check out anytime you like.
So they're basically doing. So I think they're just covering all these events, right? So they're gonna have events, but they're also just gonna have live shows in each of these states. So they're gonna cover UFC here, right? There'll be BMX, World Police and Fire Games, Rubik's WCA World Championship. Right?
Dude, perfect. World Tour.
Fame Open, whitewater rafting in Grand Canyon. That just sounds awesome. They have that? Bro, I'll go whitewater rafting in the Grand Canyon. That sounds.
Yeah, I'd do it.
The home run derby.
I've been rafting a couple times.
ESPYs, surfing. So, yeah, it'd be dope if they had a charitable component. It'd be dope.
No.
Be nice.
Profit. This is about profiting.
Yeah, I know.
Profiteering. I want to be the world's greatest profiteer.
It's not just going to be live shows though, so it's also going to be segments as well.
What? So ESPN is basically guaranteeing 50 days of content.
Yes. Yeah.
This is just our program lineup, but we have found a way to make it slightly more intriguing. They were already going to cover the Little League World Series. We know that. They're already going to have the ESPYs. UFC 317, sure. They're just this is just their fucking schedule.
Yeah.
Here's our schedule. And we accidentally realized it's all over the map.
Mm-hmm. It's fair, Beast. That's fair. Okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
So, yeah. Just something.
We were already going to be here, but now check it out.
We're going to be here again. And again. It's fine. Listen, I'll drag Perna around. It'll be next summer. We'll probably hit 1 million subs around February. So you got to talk to Perna about that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ditch my family for a month. See how that goes, guys.
It was just for a day.
It was just Father's Day. You think I'm going to agree to leaving my child for a month? No.
I'll get you bike shorts.
Youth. I want to try youth bike shorts now. I got women's, I got men's.
Hey, Bo.
Now I need to see if I can fit into a child's size bike shorts.
Why?
Do they have senior citizen ones as well?
Hey,
I need to test them all. I want the whole gamut. Do they have diapers built in? Depends. Biker
usually,
shorts.
I mean,
so like a person who still needs to control
that's the thing during like those ultra marathons and stuff, and like Ironmans. Like, yeah, sometimes you're biking, you just start peeing. Like you just can't stop. You're just gonna start peeing.
Happy half
birthday. He
birthday
was behind somebody.
to your cat. Please don't celebrate half birthdays for animals.
It was crazy. It was crazy. They hate the Kings that much.
It goes right to their head. It goes right to their head.
Trey, I saw it this morning while I was pooping. The new Naked Gun trailer, and I want to think it's good. Again, the Naked Gun it's just such a great series, and I just don't know if they're going to be able to.
I like the idea behind it.
I did see that, Michael. Sorry, continue, bro.
We're trying to bring back an era of comedy that feels like for films is just gone.
Oh, dude, yeah, just like
we need the ridiculous comedies back in our lives.
I don't disagree. Spaceballs 2. If they don't call for the search for more money, though, then I don't know what we're doing. And I don't know what we're doing. So,
yeah, that's a long gap between sequels.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, making a new airplane. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The Titans Father's Day mess.
What did they do?
What did the Titans do?
They
did announce Spaceballs 2 over the weekend.
I saw a post for it, but I was honestly trying to stay off the internet yesterday. And you know when you open up Twitter and it's got like the thing there, but then it automatically refreshes and you lose it. I saw that for the Titans and I didn't see what it was, and then I didn't care enough to look. Titans Father's Day post.
So,
Tennessee deletes controversial post. Okay, let's see here. Oh my God. Turn off my ad disabler. You piece of shit. Fucking dumb websites. I swear to God. I am so sick of this stupid ass internet. What's the point of having an ad blocker if you can't do it?
It's so good.
Okay, happy Mother's Day.
I respect it. I appreciate that comp.
Where's their Father's Day post?
I don't know. They said happy Father's Days to everyone except dads. What? Yes. If they just skip 2 and go to 3, I'll respect that too. I'll do that too. Classic. Yeah, you just have to have like the outrageous comedy. That's just great. That's just great. That's good.
I'm looking. I'm trying to find the post.
Jalen Ramsey.
Happy Father's Day to all the Titans moms and fatherly figures.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is the it is just a what?
Did they put out a Mother's Day post? Do we care? I don't.
They did put a Mother's Day post out on Mother's Day. It says Happy Father's Day on a football field. Here it is. I got it. I'm gonna try and verbally describe it when I can instead just click
show
buttons.
Visual representation.
So dumb. Here.
They deleted it?
Get this guy paused. Get out of here. Happy Father's Day to all the Titans moms and fatherly figures.
Wait a minute. The person who wrote this article is the former Titans social media manager? Wow, the lore goes deep. It just says right there. It said, as the former Titans social media manager, I can tell you exactly what happened. A graphic designer created this image weeks ago, and the social media is scheduled to post it promptly on Father's Day, copying and pasting the same one that they used on Mother's Day.
Oh, so they just didn't change moms to dads?
Oh, they literally... Oh, they did. Wait a minute. That caused controversy.
They forgot to change the word mom to dad.
Mother's Day one.
They forgot to fucking change mom to dad. That's what it is. That makes sense.
And people are like, this is outrageous.
Okay, so they're trying to really extend their reach and say, shout out to the fatherly figures as well. But they just forgot to.
Are they trying to be
moms,
like
motherly
inclusive?
figures, anybody in your life
who's copied and
who's
pasted.
important to you, show them some love. If I were running a social media account, this is the exact type of mistake I would make.
It wasn't inclusion, right? Because I imagine some people were like, oh, this is super, But no, it's literally they copied and pasted it for content.
There we go.
Oh my God. Not a problem, Regina. We won't say anything. Not a word.
Bizarre, confusing mess. It is.
They just copied and pasted it.
Oh boy.
Okay. Well, there you go. There you go. That's that. You know what? That is. I love how that is. Like it just is pure. Like we made a mistake. The internet's like, no. Now you get crucified for this.
It's everybody wants a conspiracy, right? That's kind of where we're at.
Yeah, dead internet. We're in there. Yeah, wait, going to the anime con lore. Check it. I can guarantee you, Perna has not watched any more lore. I can guarantee you.
No, I've been thinking about it though.
Been thinking about not watching it.
No, I've been thinking about watching it.
Oh,
I have been writing outside more. Usually when I was fitting them in, but I'll get back in.
Well, the half birthday isn't for another 4 months. Then that must be like a kitten then. Or are you saying that the cat is going to be a half in between? Okay. So, okay. Understand. That's fair. That's fair. I understand the logic. I understand it.
I do wish your cat a happy birthday. We have 2 cats, so.
Brandon Perna looks like, there's people that are saying that you like the Department Q. I don't know if that's the same person.
Yeah, I've been getting tagged a lot in Department Q.
Yeah. Okay.
Family Ties.
Michael Gross. Around 82 to 89. That's very specific. All right,
I had better hair than him. I will say that.
83. Oh, you know what? Yeah.
We've done this.
We've done it's Family Ties.
Yeah. I'm in there all the time.
Oh, he does. He definitely does. We don't talk about anything, French. That's right. Listen, you just push it deep down, right? You put it in the void, and then it eventually just breaks out, and you have an entire series about it. That's how you do it.
Oops. Oops. Where the heck's the right one?
See it.
No.
See it.
No.
It's true. It is.
Why is it doing it?
Almost there.
There we go.
Rocking out in Jacksonville.
How close am I, though, really?
No, it's pretty close, dude. Like, this picture is not, like, the hair is a little bit different, but no, like, the old, type in Michael Gross 1983. That's the one I just did in Google. And it's a black and white picture, but it's very much,
Who's this guy? Ooh, I like this one.
You're the bananas.
Olympic champion.
Type in Michael Gross, so another S. Yep, and then 1983. There you go. So that picture, the one on the left, the eBay one. What is no? That left. There you go. It's a tiny little, but that I can see. That I think it's pretty close. That's pretty darn close. Cinnabon is the answer, Johnny. 98 to 12. So it was a close game, Rose. It was a close game. Dude, yeah, you could see it. It's pretty freaking close, dude. Like, this is I think it's at least a question, just like for.
Is he my dad?
That's what I'm saying. I think it's a question.
We do it. We even have a similar smile.
That's what I'm saying. It's pretty damn close, dude. I'm just saying. I think you pull it off. I think if you printed out a picture and put it in a frame and put it in your house, it would take a little while for people to notice. I think it would. Like, if you just Photoshop that, like him with Jess, on like the wedding day, I don't know.
Yeah. If I ever build a proper studio, I will get that image blown up, high resolution, and I'll hang it right over my toilet. Anybody comes in, they'll see what looks like me watching them go to the bathroom, but it'll just be Michael Gross.
That's it.
And they'll say,
I think it's a good question. Father's Day was yesterday. I think it's worth a question. Just a quick phone call to the parents. Been like, hey, just Just asking.
It's not really the celebrity, you want to be compared to.
Is he still around, Michael Gross?
Dude, he's eternal. He's eternal.
Oh, he's 77. Yeah, we should have him on GPS. Hold on. He has a sister, Mary. Does that look like your sister? No. Does not. No. Okay. And it's close to my last name.
Yeah.
Conspiracy? Maybe.
You're always hoping it's somebody like, Ryan Gosling, Chris Hemsworth, George Clooney.
Michael Gross is a good-looking dude back in 1983.
He is a very normal, average-looking guy.
You're a good-looking dude, buddy.
I am Michael Gross level handsome.
I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Do I know who that person is?
Shiloh Hill?
I don't know who that person is.
Shiloh, when I was young, I used to call your name.
Oh, the wrestler?
When no one else would come.
Oh, I don't know what's going on.
Shiloh, you always came.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm totally out of the loop there. Sorry. I post like stories on Instagram and then I get out of Instagram. That's usually how that goes.
Even
is 7. Hey, you know what? That deserves a half birthday celebration, even though it's not technically the half birthday celebration. Hell yeah. 17. Good life for the gato. Hell yeah.
I would say even Michael Gross's rise within that show, his role would be similar if I were a sitcom actor.
He bought boots on the dark web.
I'm back to Michael Gross.
Has he heard of Coles?
Family Ties. If you don't know, when they created that show, he was supposed to be the focal point of the show, the star of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Michael J. Fox, though, had so much charisma that they instantly realized like the show had to center around him and not Michael Gross. And I feel like that would be the exact same thing if I were ever lucky enough to be cast in a show like that. Like, we're going to make it about this dad. It's his family. One day into recording, like, he's being outshined by pretty much everybody else.
I think what you should do, Brandon, is you should contact ESPN and be like, you know what? I want to do this 50 and 50 thing. And then just in the middle and be like, I'm so glad that like no one's ever thought of this before. And just take all of the credit yourself.
Oh, I should.
You should be the focal point of it. I agree.
50 different sitcoms in 50 days.
He did. He got Urkeled. He did.
Did I do that?
Perfect.
Something we say in my house quite a bit, actually.
What do you got coming out today?
Urkel Live here. What do I got coming out today? I got a video about every team's make or break player going into this season.
Who's for the Packers?
Starting with the NFC. So it was going to be too long. So it's NFC, and then we'll have AFC next.
Who's the Packers?
Packers? Packers are. I cheated.
Jair Alexander.
Anybody in the receiving room. All the receivers are in make or break seasons. And then it was funny because like I had it, and then Johnny went in and added like 3 more paragraphs for the Packers.
Thank you, Johnny.
And it was there was some Bo Melton stuff in there. I think there was some Jair stuff.
Bo Melton,
condensed it a bit, but
CB1.
Anyway,
that's it. I am 99% sure I'm going to get it out today. I'm going to do if the NFL offseason was scripted. So big video coming out. Big one. Big one coming on out today. But folks, thank you so much for watching. Keep it tuned in here for all the breaking NBA trades and MLB trades because we
got you. Oh, I forgot the biggest story. Joey Chestnut's coming back to Nathan's hot dog eating. Whew, got it in.
Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS. And you have been navigated.
Get out of here, Hunter.
It's true, Hunter. Bo Melton, CD number 1.
I don't think so.
The force is strong in his family. Cyber, appreciate you. Cyber, just before we go.
Cyber, I didn't hit it yet.
Cyber.
45 months?
Woo!
That's like